This is Mental Forge, where weakness burns and warriors are built. Have you ever wondered why some people seem unbreakable, even when life hurls its fiercest storms their way? Why a tiny fraction of the population, the so-called 1%, walk through chaos with calm, bounce back from setbacks with speed, and rise higher after every fall? What is it that makes their minds so resilient, their confidence so unshakable, their focus so razor-sharp? What hidden patterns, ancient wisdom, and daily disciplines fortify their mental armor so powerfully that adversity becomes fuel and pressure forges purpose? Today, you are about to discover the 7 secrets the top 1% use to stay mentally strong, not just to survive, but to dominate their destiny, to thrive while others are merely surviving, and to create a life of abundance, impact, and deep fulfillment. This is not theory. This is the synthesis of timeless wisdom and modern science, of battle-tested psychological frameworks and the lived experience of history's greatest achievers. Imagine yourself, 1 year from now, looking back at today as the turning point, the day you rewired your mind for greatness, the day you decided to master your thoughts, command your emotions, and forge an identity so powerful that nothing and no one could shake your sense of purpose. That is the promise of this journey. We will be weaving together the breakthrough insights of legendary thinkers, people like Henry Ford, who transformed vision into reality through unwavering belief, Marcus Aurelius, who mastered adversity through stoic wisdom, and Benjamin Franklin, whose self-made mind reshaped a nation through self-education and relentless reinvention. We will draw from the wells of books like Think and Grow Rich, Atomic Habits, The Slight Edge, and The Power of Now, extracting the hidden codes that unlock mental strength, wealth, peace, and unstoppable momentum. Here's what you will discover in the next hour. The 7 secrets the elite use to cultivate bulletproof belief systems, harness the power of repetition and clarity, reprogram their subconscious for victory, live by faith, not fear, make decisions with ruthless focus, master self-discipline, and build a mind that creates wealth and meaning in every area of life. If you are ready to become one of the few, to join the ranks of the mentally invincible, then stay with me. Because the transformation that awaits is real, and it begins with a single decision, your decision, right now, to listen not just with your ears, but with your soul. Are you ready? Before we unlock the first secret, if this message resonates with you, and you want more life-changing content like this, make sure to subscribe. This is just the beginning of a journey that could alter the trajectory of your life forever. Let us begin. Secret 1. The power of relentless belief. Everything starts in the mind. Henry Ford, the father of modern industry, once declared, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." Those words were not just philosophy, they were the operating system of his life. Ford faced ridicule, bankruptcy, and failure after failure. His first 2 automotive ventures collapsed. He was told, time and again, that his dream of mass-producing cars was impossible. But Ford's belief was relentless. It was not the kind of belief that wavers in the face of opposition. It was the kind that grows stronger the more it is tested. He understood a truth echoed through time. Belief is the architect of destiny. This is the first secret of the mentally strong, the ability to cultivate an unwavering, almost unreasonable belief in oneself and one's vision. It is the magic of believing, as Claude Bristol wrote, that separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. But how do you install this belief? It begins with understanding that your mind is programmable. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every image you hold in your imagination is a command to your subconscious. As Joseph Murphy teaches in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, your subconscious accepts what you consistently impress upon it. If you feed it doubts, it will create obstacles. If you feed it faith, it will create miracles. Let us make this practical. Take out a piece of paper and write, in bold letters, a statement of belief. I am unbreakable. I am destined for greatness. Nothing can stop me. Read this aloud, every morning and every night, with emotion and certainty. This is not positive thinking for its own sight, it is mental conditioning. Just as a muscle grows through repetition, belief is forged through daily affirmation and visualization. The 1% understand the power of identity. They do not wait for the world to confirm their greatness, they declare it first. and the world eventually follows. Think of Muhammad Ali, who proclaimed, "I am the greatest," long before he ever won a championship. This is not arrogance. It is the act of aligning your self-image with your destiny. Modern science confirms this. In Atomic Habits, James Clear explains that true change comes from identity-based habits. If you want to become mentally strong, you must first see yourself as someone who is mentally strong. Every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. Every time you override a doubt with belief, you are casting a vote for your new identity. So how do you reinforce this? Use the power of repetition. Set a reminder on your phone to repeat your belief statement at least 3 times a day. Surround yourself with reminders, sticky notes, wallpapers, daily alarms. The mind learns through frequency and emotion. The more you impress your belief upon your subconscious, the faster it becomes reality. Now, let me ask you, are you willing to become the architect of your belief? Are you ready to command your mind and not be commanded by it? This is the first step to mental strength, the foundation upon which every other secret is built. The world will test your faith. Circumstances will challenge your certainty. But remember, belief is not the absence of doubt. It is the decision to trust yourself anyway. As you build this habit, you will notice something profound. Adversity becomes your ally. Every setback is a test, an invitation to double down on your faith. If you are finding value in this, remember, before we move to the next secret, take a moment to subscribe for more transformational insights. The journey to mental invincibility is just beginning. Secret 2. The discipline of daily action. If belief is the engine, action is the fuel. Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate whose fortune built empires, was not just a dreamer, he was a doer. He understood, as did Wallace D. Wattles in The Science of Getting Rich, that thought without action is powerless. Carnegie built his mental resilience by making a habit of decisive, daily action, especially when it was uncomfortable. The mentally strong are not paralyzed by perfectionism or fear of failure. Instead, they practice what Jeff Olson calls the slight edge, the discipline of making small, positive choices, consistently, over time. It is the compound effect, as Darren Hardy describes, that separates the 1% from the 99%. While most people wait for motivation or the perfect moment, the elite take action, day after day, knowing that progress is not an event, but a habit. Let us break this down. Your life is shaped not by what you do occasionally, but by what you do consistently. Mental strength is not built in a day, but it is built daily. Imagine a stonecutter hammering away at a rock 100 times with no visible effect. Then, on the 101st strike, the stone splits. Was it the last blow, or the 100 before it, that made the difference? It was all of them, compounded. To install this habit, start small. Choose one action, aligned with your vision, that you can commit to every day. It could be reading 10 pages of a life-changing book, meditating for 10 minutes, or journaling your goals. The key is consistency, not intensity. Over time, these small acts become automatic, they become who you are. Psychologically, this does something profound. Every time you take action in alignment with your belief, you reinforce your identity as someone who follows through. As Dr. Maxwell Maltz writes in Psycho-Cybernetics, self-image is shaped not by what you wish for, but by what you repeatedly do. Action rewires your brain, creating new neural pathways of confidence and capability. If you ever feel resistance, remember Stephen Pressfield's The War of Art. Resistance is a sign that you are moving toward your destiny. The mentally strong do not fear resistance, they welcome it, knowing it is proof that growth is happening. Here's your challenge. Identify the one action that would make the biggest difference in your mental strength. Commit to it for the next 30 days. Track your progress. Celebrate each day you follow through. In time, you will discover that discipline is freedom, that daily action is the secret weapon of the mentally strong. And if you are finding this journey valuable, this is exactly why thousands of subscribers keep coming back for more. If you are ready to join them, hit that subscribe button now. Secret 3. Vision that transcends circumstance. The mentally strong possess a vision so vivid, so compelling, that no external circumstance can shake their course. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, ruled an empire beset by turmoil, plague, and war. Yet, his stoic calm and clarity of purpose remain legendary. How did he maintain unflinching resolve when the world crumbled around him? He anchored himself to a vision beyond any single moment, seeing adversity not as an enemy, but as raw material for the soul's refinement. This is the third secret, the power of crystal-clear vision. In the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, Deepak Chopra teaches that intention fused with detachment creates miracles. Napoleon Hill, in Think and Grow Rich, devoted entire chapters to the necessity of a definite chief aim. Without vision, the mind drifts. With vision, the mind commands. Pause for a moment. What is your vision? Is it strong enough to pull you through difficulty? Can you see, hear, and feel the life you are building not as a distant dream, but as a living, breathing reality? The mentally strong do not just set goals. They craft visions so real their subconscious cannot tell the difference between imagination and experience. Modern neuroscience reveals the brain's extraordinary capacity for visualization. When you see your goal vividly in your mind's eye, your brain fires the same neural pathways as if you were actually living it. This is why Olympic athletes rehearse their routines in vivid detail, why entrepreneurs like Elon Musk imagine every step of their mission before it manifests in the world. Practical application is simple, but profound. Each morning, set aside 5 minutes to visualize your desired future. Make it as real as possible. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the emotions. Speak your vision aloud. Write it down every day, as if it is already true. Over time, your subconscious will accept this new reality and guide your actions accordingly. Let your vision become your compass, not your conditions. When obstacles arise, return to your vision. Ask yourself, does this challenge serve as a stepping stone to my ultimate outcome? Vision is the fuel that ignites persistence, the force that transforms pain into power. To reinforce this, create a vision, board images, words, and symbols that embody your deepest desires. Place it where you see it daily. Let it remind you that you are not living by default, but by design. If you have not already subscribed, before we continue with this powerful principle, take a moment to subscribe for more transformational insights. Every week, you will be reminded of your highest vision and equipped to pursue it with relentless resolve. Secret 4. Mastery of self, talk and inner dialogue. The battlefield of the mentally strong is not the world outside, but the world within. Benjamin Franklin, one of history's greatest self-reinventors, kept detailed journals to track his thoughts, habits, and progress. He understood, as did Earl Nightingale in Lead the Field, that we become what we think about most of the time. What is the story you repeat to yourself? Is it one of power or one of limitation? The mentally strong master their inner dialogue. They catch negative self-talk and rewrite it in real time. They refuse to be prisoners of old programming. Dr. Maxwell Maltz, in Psycho-Cybernetics, proved that the mind cannot distinguish between real experience and vividly imagined affirmation. This is why affirmations, when spoken with emotion and belief, reprogram your self-image at the subconscious level. Here's how to install this secret. Keep a notebook or use an app to track your thoughts throughout the day. Whenever you catch yourself thinking, "I can't," or "I'm not good enough," pause and reframe. Replace it with, "I am learning, I am growing, I am more capable every day." Speak affirmations aloud, with conviction, morning and night. For maximum impact, write your top 3 affirmations and place them where you will see them often: on your bathroom mirror, your phone's lock screen, your workspace. The more frequently you encounter these phrases, the faster they become your default programming. Research shows that repeated self-affirmation not only boosts confidence, but also improves problem-solving under stress. This is the secret weapon of world-class performers. It is not that they have no inner critic, it is that they have trained a stronger inner coach. As you master your self-talk, you will notice a shift. Challenges become opportunities to practice your new identity. Mistakes become feedback, not failures. Self-doubt becomes a signal to lean in, not pull back. Remember, every word you speak to yourself is a vote for the person you wish to become. With every affirmation, you are sculpting your mind into a fortress of strength. Secret 5. Ruthless focus and the art of saying no. The mentally strong are not distracted by the trivial many, they are obsessed with the vital few. John D. Rockefeller, the oil titan, built his empire on focus, discipline, and the strategic use of no. He said no to distractions, no to drama, no to anything that did not serve his highest mission. His legendary ability to focus allowed him to create systems and wealth that changed the world. This is the fifth secret: ruthless focus. In the Success Principles, Jack Canfield teaches the power of clarity and commitment. Ray Dalio, in Principles, Life and Work, asserts that success is not about doing more, but about doing what matters most, better than anyone else. Our modern world is a minefield of distraction. Notifications, social media, endless demands on your attention. The average person is pulled in 100 directions, but the mentally strong choose one. They protect their focus as if it is sacred, because it is. Here's the practical method. Each night, write down your top 3 priorities for the next day. When you wake up, attack the first with total focus before doing anything else. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and set a timer for deep work. Say no to anything that does not align with your vision. It will feel uncomfortable at first. You may worry about missing out, disappointing others, or falling behind. But remember, every no to distraction is a yes to your destiny. Each time you protect your focus, you are building the mental muscle that separates leaders from followers. Reinforce this by reviewing your priorities every week. Ask, are these actions moving me toward my vision or away from it? Adjust as needed. Over time, your ability to focus will become almost superhuman. The world will notice, and opportunities will multiply. If you are serious about building this level of focus, and if you want to continue receiving insights that will sharpen your edge, this is exactly why thousands of subscribers keep coming back for more. If you are ready to join them, hit that subscribe button now. Secret 6. Emotional mastery and the power of responding, not reacting. The mentally strong are not immune to emotion, but they are masters of it. They do not deny fear, anger, or sadness. Instead, they harness these energies, transmute them, and use them as fuel for growth. Think of Winston Churchill, the indomitable leader who rallied a nation through its darkest hour. Bombs fell, cities burned. Yet Churchill's steady voice and unbreakable presence became a beacon of hope. He understood that in crisis, emotion must be channeled into decisive action, not panicked reactivity. This is the sixth secret: emotional mastery. In Awaken the Giant Within, Tony Robbins teaches that emotion is energy in motion. You cannot always control what happens, but you can always choose your response. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations that the external world can only touch us through our own judgments. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle teaches presence as the antidote to suffering. True power lies in the gap between stimulus and response. How do you practice this? Start by becoming aware of your emotional triggers. When you feel anger, fear, or frustration rising, pause. Breathe deeply and observe the sensation. Do not judge it. Do not act on it impulsively. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to teach me? What is the most powerful, purpose-driven response available right now? Over time, this pause becomes a superpower. You move from automatic reaction to conscious response. You become the calm in the storm. Your relationships deepen, your decisions improve, and your mind becomes a place of peace, regardless of circumstance. A practical exercise. For the next 7 days, keep an emotion journal. Whenever you notice strong emotion, write down what happened, how you felt, and how you chose to respond. Reflect at the end of each day. The act of writing brings awareness, and awareness is the birthplace of mastery. Reinforce this by practicing mindfulness daily. Even 5 minutes of focused breathing can rewire your brain for calm and clarity. The mentally strong are not ruled by emotion, they rule their emotions, and in doing so, rule their world. If this resonates, and you want more life-changing tools to master your mind and emotions, take a moment to subscribe for weekly wisdom that will elevate your life. Secret 7. The Wealth Mindset: Abundance, Generosity, and Strategic Growth. For the 1%, mental strength is inseparable from a mindset of abundance. They understand, as Catherine Ponder wrote in The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, that wealth begins not in the bank account, but in the mind. John D. Rockefeller, again, is a powerful example. He built the world's greatest fortune not just through strategy and discipline, but by cultivating a consciousness of plenty, and by giving back more than he took. This is the seventh secret, the wealth mindset. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki compares two mental models: the scarcity mindset that hoards and fears, and the abundance mindset that invests, risks, and grows. The mentally strong see wealth as a byproduct of value creation and service, not as a measure of self-worth. Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich and Wallace D. Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich both emphasize that money is an effect, not a cause. It is the result of clear purpose, specialized knowledge, and the willingness to serve others at a higher level. The mentally strong study money, respect it, and use it to create freedom not just for themselves, but for their families, communities, and causes. How do you build this mindset? Begin by blessing every dollar that comes to you and every dollar that leaves you. Practice gratitude, not just for what you have, but for what you are creating. Invest in your growth books, courses, mentors, experiences. Track your income and expenses, not from fear, but from curiosity and a desire to optimize. Strategic thinking is key. The mentally strong set clear financial goals, create multiple streams of income, and protect their assets. They seek wisdom from those who have built lasting wealth not just in money, but in relationships, health, and legacy. A daily practice. Each morning, recite an abundance affirmation. Wealth flows to me easily and effortlessly. I serve others, and I am richly rewarded. There is always more than enough. Visualize yourself not just earning, but multiplying and sharing wealth. Teach these principles to your family, your children, your team. Remember, abundance is a mindset before it is a reality. And when you think like the 1%, you begin to attract the opportunities, partnerships, and ideas that create lasting prosperity. Action acceleration segment. 3 steps to immediate transformation. Now, let's crystallize this wisdom into action. Knowledge alone changes nothing. Action is the bridge between information and transformation. Here are 3 powerful steps you can take within the next 24 hours to cement these secrets into your life. First, choose one belief to install or upgrade. Write it down, speak it aloud, and visualize living it as reality. For example, I am unstoppable. I create my reality. I am mentally unbreakable. Repeat this affirmation at least 3 times today, with passion and certainty. Feel it in your bones. Second, identify the one habit that, if practiced daily, will move you closest to your vision. Commit to it for the next 7 days. Use the slight edge principle. Small, consistent actions create massive results. Track your progress. Celebrate each win, no matter how small. Momentum is built, one brick at a time. Third, review your environment, your workspace, your social circle, your digital world. Eliminate one distraction or negativity that drains your energy. Replace it with something that uplifts: an inspiring book, a motivational playlist, a supportive conversation. Your environment shapes your mindset more than you realize. For a powerful mindset shift exercise, practice the future self-visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself 1 year from now, having mastered these 7 secrets. See your confidence, your focus, your peace of mind. Hear the gratitude in your voice. Feel the abundance in your life. Carry that energy into your actions today. Anchor this new identity with a simple affirmation. I am the architect of my destiny. Every day, in every way, I am becoming mentally stronger, richer in spirit, and unstoppable in life. If you are committed to this path, subscribe now to ensure you never miss a single insight that could elevate your destiny. This community is dedicated to your growth, your greatness, and your legacy. You have just unlocked the 7 secrets the elite 1% use to stay mentally strong. Let's pause and let these truths settle into the deepest parts of your mind, because this is more than information. It is the blueprint for a new life, a new identity, a new legacy. Remember the journey you have taken. You now know that relentless belief is the foundation of all achievement, that every thought, every affirmation, every vision you hold is shaping your destiny. You have learned the discipline of daily action, the slight edge that, over time, builds empires and transforms lives. You have seen the power of vision to anchor you through storms, the ability to master your self-talk and rewrite your identity from the inside out. You have discovered the art of ruthless focus, the courage to say no to distractions so you can say yes to your highest calling. You have learned to master your emotions, to pause, to respond with power and presence, not to react with fear or regret. You have awakened to the truth that wealth, in all its forms, begins in the mind with gratitude, generosity, and strategic growth. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you let it pass you by? Or will you seize this moment and become the architect of your future? The mentally strong do not wait for permission, for the perfect timing, or for the world to validate their worth. They decide, right now, to act, to grow, to lead. Here is your challenge. For the next 7 days, live these secrets. Speak your affirmations. Take daily action. Visualize your highest self. Guard your focus. Master your emotions. Bless your wealth. Track your growth. Let no day end without moving forward, even if only by an inch. Share this wisdom. Teach it to one person you care about: your partner, your child, your friend. When you teach, you learn twice. When you uplift others, you rise with them. And as you continue your journey, know this: you are not alone. This community exists to support, challenge, and inspire you every step of the way. If you want to make these principles a permanent part of your life, if you crave ongoing breakthroughs, deep dives, and practical wisdom, subscribe now. As we wrap up this life-changing journey, subscribe to ensure you never miss content that could transform your destiny. Every week, new insights, new tools, new stories are waiting to fuel your growth. As you move forward, hold this truth in your heart. You are powerful beyond measure. Your mind is your greatest asset. The world needs your courage, your vision, your leadership. Do not shrink, expand. Do not doubt, believe. Do not wait, act. You are now in possession of the 7 secrets, the 1% used to stay mentally strong. Go out and live them. Make them your own. Become unstoppable. And remember, the journey of greatness is not a sprint, it is the daily walk of the mentally strong. This is your moment. This is your time. Stand tall, think big, act boldly, and let the world feel the power of your presence. Thank you for listening. Your transformation has already begun. Champions, your mind has been forged a little stronger today, but the real test isn't what you learned, it's what you do with it. Take action, dominate your day, and remember, we're not just building better thoughts, we're forging unstoppable lives. The forge doesn't stop, and neither do you. If this episode hit you where it counts, subscribe to Mental Forge Academy and join the Brotherhood of Champions who refuse to settle for ordinary. Go transform, strike while the mind is hot.